welcome to UMR. My name is Mark, and I'll be reviewing Season 6, Episode 10 of Game of Thrones, the finale, titled Winds of Winter. Right, if I didn't already say so, my name is Mark. I'll be drinking dragon's milk, because dragons, Game of Thrones. Crickets. Is there crickets? I just heard crickets. I'm wearing my Game of Thrones shirt, too, just because I'm a complete nerd, and I like to dress up like I'm going to a concert when a season finale is going on. I know it sounds lame. But, okay, cool. Let's do this. The way this works is I ask you to click, like, and subscribe. If you have not subscribed, subscribe. If you like this, click like. If you don't, click dislike. Feedback is feedback. Negative feedback is feedback, too. Comment, tell me what you thought of this episode. Does this rank up some of the better finales of the Game of Thrones? Is this the downfall of the show? How do you feel about all the characters that died? No, I don't even have to say spoilers to say that shit. Of course characters died. Okay, the way I do this is I'm going to give you guys a nice little non-spoilery review. It's not going to take very long. Just kind of give you a little bit of what I felt about the episode as a whole, without doing any spoilers, and then I'll review it between 0 and 5. I'll be using my hands here, and a little number will show up. Even though I have no idea what I'm going to give this episode yet. Hopefully I'll come up with it in the next couple seconds. And then I will tell you to leave if you haven't seen this episode. To go. Because I will be spoilering like crazy. Yes, spoilering is a real word. It's the act of spoilers. Deal with it. So I'll be spoilering like crazy. So get out of here after I'm done, and once I tell you to leave, if you have not seen the episode. If you've seen the episode, you know everything I'm going to say, and yeah, alright, cool, sweet, I'm going to take a drink. Lots went down. Probably the highest body count, except for, like the giant battle that went on last episode, of like main characters, or characters we at least know their names. If you know characters' names on this show, a lot of people are like, the bearded guy. Yeah. But no, if you actually, this is, you know what I'm saying? I digress. Highest body count of characters, like lots of people kick the bucket. Okay, so for non-spoilery, I can't really say much. Trial happens, and other stuff happens. I can't really say much. Almost every moment of this was kind of spoiler territory. So, did I like this episode? Yeah, I really like this episode. Minor problems, and that's kind of like more continuity. Nothing super crazy. Like when it comes to director, I got one scene I really liked. Directing, but. Nothing super crazy visually happened, but yeah, no, it wasn't too bad. It was really good. I liked it a lot. I got a couple of problems, small, which I'm not going to really get into. I will state something that I've said. Teleporting, man. Like, characters now in this season just teleport. That's something that really is new in this season, where somebody's like, you know what? I want to be here. Teleport. Do you remember, it was like Season 2 and, Season 3, 1.5 seasons, it took Jaime to just walk from, the Winterlands area to get to King's Landing. It takes him, a second now. He can just, boom! His horse that fast? Alright, that's not a big deal. I just like complaining about that. So, what did I think of this episode? I'm going to be giving this episode a 4.1 out of 5. That's super high. That means I really, really, really like this episode. I won't be giving it a 5 out of 5 unless it completely wowed me, which it didn't. But there wasn't a lot of negatives. So there we go. Get out of here. 4.1 out of 5. Get out of here if you don't want to get spoiled, because I will be spoilering. So go. Alright, the way I like to do this is I like to start in Winterfell, move south. So I'll be hitting up the Riverlands area, and I'll be hitting up Old Town. Actually, I think Old Town's south of King's Landing, so I'll go Riverland to King's Landing to Old Town to Dorne. then I'm going to go across the Narrow Sea, check out Marine, do all the Marine stuff. Sometimes I stop in Pentos or Bravos, which I won't be stopping. And then I'll hit up north of the Wall. So there you go. So I think that works for this episode, so I'll do that. What happened in King's Landing? A lot. A lot happened in King's Landing. So let's break all that down. So if I forgot things, sorry, that means that they didn't stick in my head, so it's probably the closest thing I have to a negative. I don't remember. So, starts off with that conversation between, like, Sansa and, actually, no, before that was the Davos and Melisandre scene. Holy shit. Did that not feel good, like, seeing that scene? That was something that has been, like, looming over that entire friendship. Davos has never really liked Melisandre, and he's right. In fact, I'm surprised he didn't just stab her. It's not really Davos' style. It's not my style. I've never stabbed anyone my entire life. And I might have if somebody burnt the, like, my non-daughter, but somebody who I treated more like a daughter than the actual father, like my best friend's daughter, like, I would have probably gone to stabbing. And Davos doesn't, so, wow, good job for the self-control there, Davos. And it wasn't very Ned Starkian of Jon Snow. Ned Stark would have probably have took Melisandre's head for murder, but didn't. So, it's a little odd. Just banishing her, it's kind of lame. I don't know what they're going to do with that character. Maybe they're going to make her hook up with a Brotherhood Without Banners, but the way this show just teleports, maybe she'll just show back up in the town she's from. Who knows? But I did really like that scene. Now, the conversation between Jon Snow and Sansa about what room she should sleep in and all that, it seemed really well and good. And I'm going to put a little bit of pause on that scene. We'll talk about that in a second after we talk about what happens in another scene. And then there was the Sansa and Littlefinger. Littlefinger plants this kind of the seed of kind of making her doubt, it seems, about how she'll be treated by people considering Jon Snow is a bastard. She should actually be doing it. And he, like, confesses her. I don't know if maybe that's just something that happened in my head. I don't know. But then he confesses his love towards her, which everyone knows, and then she gives him the cold shoulder because she fucking grew up. She doesn't trust you. She knows you shouldn't be trusted. She ain't gonna just fall for it, and she ain't gonna make out with you anymore because it's gross. And not because of the age difference, but because you're a disgusting fucking man. So, sorry, but you're creepy. Anyways, so going forward to the King of the North scene, I did like it. Lady Mormont stole this episode. I love Lady Mormont so much. Make her a main character. Make her a mainstay. If Rickon didn't die, I would want them to get married. I love Lady Mormont so much. Her speech was just great. She has such a presence. She just does. You forget that she's like 10 years old. She's just, I love Lady Mormont. So, everyone starts mirroring season 2 of King of the North, King of the North, King of the North. It was cool, I guess. You gotta guess that Jon Snow was like, could we go with a different title? Because the last King of the North died at a wedding. Can we go like with the Northern King or like the Snow King? My name's Jon Snow. Can we go with the Snow King? Nope. King of the North. You know, kings aren't supposed to be bastards, but whatever. Who cares? Throw out tradition. You know that Sansa at least felt something. They ignored her at the battle, or when they were planning things, they ignored her a lot. And now she's not even mentioned during that scene. Jon Snow doesn't even go, hey, she got the help of the Vale. She actually helped us win. Nope. She should probably be feeling some jealousy right now. And I would be too if I was her. I mean, she definitely earned the recognition and she didn't get any. So that's kind of some bullshit. Moving on, I got a lot of shit to cover and I just did 10 minutes on the north. So, going south, Riverlands. Where to start? Ugh. Alright, let's start from the beginning of Riverlands. That nice little... The Lannisters and Frey send their regards. Thank you, Walder Frey, for being one of the most fucking hateable characters ever. And that's just a testament to that actor. That actor nails that part. Just nails it. You know what else? Remember him in Hot Fuzz as the guy who couldn't speak? Right? Yeah, well, he's come a long way from the one guy from Hot Fuzz. Also, shout out to Yerp, the Hound in Hot Fuzz. Rewatch Hot Fuzz. He gives like this nice, he's having a conversation with Jaime Lannister, and he gives this nice, like, speech to him, and Lannister just shuts it down. Like, oh yeah, you're a conqueror, huh? How many times do you keep losing your fucking land and we have to come up and help? So that kind of shut Walder Frey up. Another thing that shut Walder Frey up, the knife across his throat. Ah! Alright, first teleportation of the episode. Arya Stark just teleports to the Riverlands. Cuts the fucker's throat. I actually didn't see coming until right before she took the... Like, I barely called that. I was like, who the fuck hacked up his relatives and his kids and feeding them? Whoa! What the hell? Oh! That is some sadistic shit. Now, can we talk about the fall of Arya Stark? Remember, she was like the adorable girl in the first episode who could shoot a bow better than Bran? And now she's chopping motherfuckers up and feeding them to their father? Whoa! What the hell happened to Arya Stark? Well, her family got killed and beheaded, but still, man, nature versus nurture, that's some crazy shit. She must have had a little bit of sadistic stuff with her before all that stuff happened, because that is sadistic. Ugh. Jeez. Alright, well, yeah, I don't have too much more to say about that, except Walder Frey's dead. That's one of the first deaths that I'll be talking about, and that's, there you go. So... moving south, and we're here. The opening to this episode in King's Landing was gorgeous. That music was gorgeous. This is the one, like, really big win I have of this show when it comes to actual production-wise. There wasn't a lot of really cool shots. I got one I'll talk about over in Marine, but really not a lot of really cool stuff, like, cinematography-wise, but this music was great. And I was watching this, and I kept checking the sound on it, because there was no dialogue for the first couple minutes. It was something crazy. I really like that. It was just silent, and that music slowly started. Very, very pretty. So, like, every character down there besides Cersei and Qyburn are dead. And the mountain. Wow! She blew the fuck out of that place. I knew that she was gonna blow shit up, and I knew they started hinting at the wildfire. I thought it was gonna be more than just a keep. I thought she was gonna blow up all of King's Landing. I totally did think that, but she didn't. But still, she is now the Mad Queen, right? That would make her the Mad Queen because the Mad King wanted to burn them all, burn them all, burn them all, and then she fucking does it. Now, let's talk about Tommen, and then I'll talk about Jaime. Tommen fucking kills himself. Yeah, he was probably the most emotionally weak... Ooh, got a text. He's probably the most emotionally weak character out of, like, any of the characters. And he had his wife that he cared for. He had his... the High Sparrow that he cared for that would give them guidance to show him where to go, and all of them died. And then he had no one to console him and stuck with, like, his own demons, fucking jumps off the building. Give me 1 second. So after Tommen kills himself, who do we have to talk about next? Them killing the Maester. I can't remember Maester right now. It's not Maester Aemon. I can't remember the other Maester. He's always been kind of creepy, and he had a big rivalry with Tyrion. The birds, the Qyburn's birds, formerly Varys' birds, stabbing him. Ooh, that was some gruesome shit, and it didn't really seem like the bird style. I actually found it really weird that they went with that, because usually the little kids are just these little kids that listen and stuff, and that's all they do, and they, and they're like birds, and they go whisper shit into people's ears. And them just flat up stabbing somebody like little henchmen. Ugh, that was weird, man. That kind of made me sit weird. Let's talk about the trial before the explosion. I did really find it odd that Lawrence denounced everything. And God, if you were his dad, you would be like, really be like, well, fuck, there goes my heir. What the hell? That seemed really weird for Lawrence to do that, but I guess he never really cared about making the heir too much anyways, because he was gay. But, that's unfair for me to say. But yeah, so that was kind of shocking, and I really did like how that played out. And then when, Marjorie figured it out before anyone else, Marjorie's like, Cersei's not here. Tommen's not here. She's gonna blow this fucking place up. Goddamn Faith Militant keeping everyone in. What the hell was with that? That was the biggest mistake. I thought they were at least gonna get somebody out. I thought Marjorie's gonna get out. No, they blew everyone up. All the characters from that area, all the everything just gone. And yeah, so it was pretty devastating. Now, I'm not 100% done. I think that her leaving the chick the shame chick to the mountain was a little odd. What the fuck's a mountain gonna do? That just makes me feel a little eerie. We got to see his kind of corpseified face a little bit. Corpseified face. Sounds like a good horror punk band. But anyways, wouldn't it be made a lot more sense if she left her to Qyburn, because he's all about torturing people, and we actually left stuff from the book out about what shit that Qyburn did to 3 chicks in the book and a bunch of other he made the fucking mountain into Zombie Mountain. So it's kind of weird that she's like, I'll leave you to Zombie Mountain. What the fuck Zombie Mountain gonna do? Just tear her apart? Maybe some sexual shit? Gross. That made me feel uneasy. Now, Jaime showing up. Let's talk about this. This is devastating. Devastating for Jaime. He killed the Mad King. Remember that? He fucking put a sword through the Mad King because he was saying burn them all. Because he lost his mind. His fucking sister / girlfriend / whatever the fuck ancestry stuff fucking blew everyone up. And that's the love of his life. And she burnt them all. The same thing that he killed somebody for hinting at. Just for saying he was going to do. He killed him for it. So, what the hell? It is your fucking civic duty now to put a sword through Cersei. Go do it. It's your job. Be Kingslayer. That's the only good thing you've ever fucking done in the show was killing Mad King. Go kill Cersei. Good God, that is insane. And she just got inducted in as the queen. She's lost it. She's lost friends. She's lost support. She doesn't even have a small council. She doesn't have a hand of a king. She is fragile. And all she's going to have is being a tyrant. And it is not going to be good. And it ain't going to last. She doesn't have any support. Any support. Except for Walder Frey. He got cut through the throat the same episode. So, good luck, bro. Jaime better not back her. Jaime better not. She should be killed by Jaime episode 1 of next season. Moving on, we still have a lot to cover, and we've been talking for a long time. Alright, over to Meereen. Lots of cool stuff happened in Meereen. Her breaking up with, I always forget his name, Daario. Yeah, that kind of sucks. I feel bad for Daario. But she's got a point. She can't be bringing a fuck buddy across with her. Although Second Sons were a hell of a force, and you just gave up the Second Sons, so that was kind of dumb. But you still have the Unsullied and the Dothraki, and now a little bit of the Pikeans, the Iron Islanders. But still, feel bad for Daario because he was actually completely in love with her. Unless there's something that we don't know. There was a theory in the book that Daario's actually Euron Greyjoy. Apparently, they didn't go with that theory. that fan theory. Apparently, the show didn't go with that, but the books that's like a really weird, loose fan theory. But it would have explained kind of his personality, but maybe he is just kind of an ass. But anyways, so that sucks. And then we get that really pretty scene between him and Tyrion, or her and Tyrion, where she gives Tyrion the fucking Hand of the King badge. Hand of the Queen, sorry. That was a pretty season. And then he bows down to her that, like, I would swear my sword to you, but I don't carry a sword. That was a really cool scene. And this is the one little almost cool shot. They didn't hold it long enough, but I'll explain it. It gets to both of them sitting down on the steps, and then you get this super slow zoom into them as they're talking. That's very Goodfellas-y. That's very Martin Scorsese shot. They should have kept with it until we didn't even realize that we're right next to them. So they almost did a really cool shot. It wasn't as cool as the giant tracking shot from last season when the horses are exploding during the battle. That was way cooler, but this was still pretty cool. All right. So we now got a Hand of the Queen, and we got them sailing. She got into the ships, and she is fucking sailing to Westeros. Put a pause on that because I just skipped over 2 spots. I did, didn't I? Yeah, I just skipped over 2 areas. So, we'll talk about the sailing to Westeros 1 second. Jumping over to Old Town. He made it to Old Town. He saw a library. It's really cool. The kid and the girl wasn't allowed in. Good job, Samuel. Alright, cool. That was Old Town. Meereen. I could probably get through Dorne. I could probably get through Dorne just as fast. It doesn't make any sense that they're letting a bunch of bastards rule Dorne. Yep. And then they had a conversation with the Lady of Thorns. Thorns kills it as usual, insulting every single Sand Snake like a... Oh, I love her. I love her so much. Queen of Thorns is awesome. And then Varys shows up. All right, Varys, what are you doing there already? And then where's Varys? And he's on the ships sailing to Meereen. His teleportation powers are phenomenal. He can teleport like the best of them. He's like Nightcrawler or Jumper or fucking Anakin Skywalker shit. He was the guy who played Jumper. Hayden Christensen. Anyways, that was some crazy stuff. I mean, he could just, like, I'm going to go have this conversation Dorne. I'm going to be on the ship. Alright, cool. I guess. I don't know how many months passed each episode for the travel and for them to paint all those sails. Doesn't take one day, man. But okay. Alright. Those are my only negatives, is the time never really makes sense in this season alone, because it used to not be this dumb. But anyways, so they're bringing on the Tyrells and Dorne to go with the Lannister or the Targaryen Restoration. That's officially what you can call this. So they brought those 2 houses to hopefully back Queen Daenerys. That's a big chunk. So she's got the Dothraki Horde, and she's got Iron Island of just the Lord's There. She's got Iron Island. She's got fucking Dorne and Highgarden. That's most. You got to worry about the North now, and you got to worry about what's left, the Lannisters, which is a lot. You got to worry about what's left of the Riverlands, which isn't a lot, and then what's left of the Freys, which isn't a lot. So you don't really got too much people fighting for you, fighting against you now, Cersei. So you got, or Daenerys. So you got this. So, all right, let's move on. I'll go north to Bravo, Southampton, Bravo. So jumping to north of the Wall. We get Benjen's leaving. That was dumb. All right, we brought in Benjen Cold Hands for no reason. No reason. to fight 3 guys a couple episodes ago? They were trying to. It was dumb. I'm sorry. Just don't half-ass do Cold Hands. Cold Hands was so much cooler in the books, and it was confirmed that it wasn't Benjen in the books. And he was way more cool and grandiose and had, like, cooler powers, and he was, like, really cool, and nothing. You do nothing with him. So he's got, like, a flaming flail. Good fuck, man. It was do it a little or not at all. I'm sorry. I mean, do it all the way or not at all. That's all. But all right, that's my other negative. But then Bran goes up and touches the weirwood. I'm glad they reminded us that you actually have to be touching a weirwood to amplify your powers and have your visions like that. He was kind of going with like visions he started with after he left in that one episode where she's dragging him and he's going through visions. Those visions started before that. But that's why the old three-eyed raven was just underneath the tree so long that he got entangled in it. That's why. Because he needs to be touching the fucking weirwood tree. So we did it! R plus L equals J. Confirmed. Confirmed. We now know that Rhaegar and Lyanna Stark are Jon Snow's family. Or parents. That's fucking confirmed. R plus L equals J as far as the TV show is confirmed. Boom! We've been talking about this for years. That's like the first fan theory anyone ever talked about is R plus L equals J. And there you go. Now we know it to be true. So he's actually Targaryen now. He's half Stark, half Targaryen. Apparently mostly Stark. Which is funny because the seed is strong, and that was such a big part of Season 1, so you think that he would look more like a Targaryen because the seed is strong. But whatever, he looks just like a Stark. Whatever. But yeah, so R plus L equals J, it's confirmed. We can move on with our lives. We gotta find a different fan theory now. I'll put all my eggs in the Sir Pounce's Azura High one. You know, that's a good fan theory. Alright, so that was North of the Wall. There you go. That's the whole episode. I don't think I missed any. This is some crazy shit. So there you go. I really like the episode. R plus L equals J is confirmed. Mad Queen Cersei is now a thing, and we're finally taking the army across the Narrow Sea, and Arya's back in Winterfell. It's good. This is a crazy season that wrapped up a lot of stuff, killed a lot of people. This season's killed a shit ton of people. All right, that's it. I talked for a long time. You guys have a great day. And, yeah, what do you guys think of this episode? All right, bye!